everyone, it's Tara here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be playing with a jelly plate. I've seen these around, for years now on YouTube, people using them. I've always wanted one, but I never really felt like I would be good enough to use one. I still don't really feel like I am, but I recently cashed in some credit card points and got an Amazon gift card. So I bought this. What I like to do when I get gift cards is I buy stuff that I'm not normally comfortable with, or something that I've been eyeing, but I don't really actually want to spend my money on it. Which, I mean, I guess technically I did spend money on it since they were credit card points, but we won't think about that. So I got a gel plate. I got this acrylic paint set. The acrylic paints I have quite a, not a lot, but I have a decent amount, but I just don't feel like, a lot of them I got from this store called Scrap when I lived in Portland. So they're kind of dry and old and crusty, and I just kind of work with them. And I've never really purchased new acrylic paints. I've always gotten them secondhand. So I wanted to treat myself to some acrylic paints, and I wanted to get a set. I didn't want to have to buy them individually. Surprisingly enough, in Canada, it's very hard to find the normal brands, I guess. Your Apple, is it Apple Barrel or something like that? Something Barrel. Okay, yeah, so Folk Art and Apple Barrel. These, I think, they're sold at Walmart. I know I got this at Walmart, but I got it when I was in Maine. I don't think we have these here, or we just recently got them at Walmart. I remember seeing them, I think, at our Walmart, and I was really surprised. And I don't remember the price of them, but I didn't pick any up, I don't think. But for a very long time, they just weren't there, and I haven't been to Walmart really since the pandemic. I try not to go in-store shopping. So anyway, yeah, so Apple Barrel and Folk Art have been they're hard to find online. They might be a little bit easier to find in stores, but online they're incredibly expensive when looking through Amazon Canada. So I just got something cheap. I'm not really concerned with quality or archiving or anything like that. So I just wanted a set to play around with. All that being said, I just wanted a bunch of acrylic paints that were cheap and I could play around with the gel printing plate. And then I also got the Speedball roller for paint. I don't know why, but this is the most appealing part of using the gel press for me. And I really want to just utilize this in mail art in general. It's just, the way paint gets rolled on is just so so appealing and pretty to me, and I don't know. I really like it. So I'm very excited to finally have one of these. I don't know why it took me so long to get one. And then I did want to get one of those I don't know what they're called, but they're where you push it down on the plate to get all the ink and stuff off. I don't know the real name for them. I almost bought one, but it was the shipping was a month out, so I didn't buy it, even though it's been about a month since this has been sitting around. But yeah, so those are the supplies I have. And then I'm just gonna make some prints, maybe. We'll see. I watched a few videos on how to use the gel plate, but it's still just a very foreign concept to me. And I understand, I guess, the main points of it, but it's just I think it's just one of those things where you just have to try it and figure it out and go from there. But it comes with just a little manual, tells you how to use it, how to clean it, how to store it. But yeah, so we'll just see what happens. I will play around with it. I'm not really it's weird. I'm not going to take off the other side just yet, the other plastic film, because I'm going to use this front side first. I'm going to cut open this. So, yeah, so I don't know what that thing is called, but the tool where you push it against the plate to transfer all the paint and ink and everything. I'm just going to use a glass. I just figured that would probably work just as well. I know you can also use your hand and whatnot, but I just feel the even pressure is going to be a little bit easier. I'm running out of space where to put things. But I was thinking about just doing some kind of Halloween colors. Starting with that to have sort of a theme. so I don't get too overwhelmed, I guess. And then I was also maybe considering doing some stamping. Again, I'm not really sure how this is going to work, so we will figure it out together. I have some paper I'm going to try and use up. I think this is watercolor paper. It's very thick. I'm not really too interested in using this size. And then I have some Bristol paper. I've had this stuff for a very long time, but I mean, like, it's just like a 5x7 plate, so I can't really like do the whole sheet, I guess, but maybe it might be, I don't know, it's just thinner, so I might have to like cut it down. It's just a little bit thinner than the other paper that I have. I could potentially get some copy paper, but I don't feel like going downstairs and grabbing it, so I'm not going to do that. And then I also have like textbook pages, so I'll probably use those to transfer. All right, so I think for now I'm just going to put down a layer of paint and see where that takes me. I know whatever you put down first is going to be like the first thing you see when you pick it up. So we'll keep that in mind. All right, well, let's do it. Let's just get to it. I think I'll lay down some orange. I don't really know. I may have fucked up getting the cheap acrylic paints, you guys. It's just kind of like getting absorbed by the gel. Maybe that's normal. I don't know. I guess I should have a piece of scrap paper so I can clean off my little Brayer thing. Again, I don't know the technical terms for any of this stuff, so you can feel welcome to correct me at any moment. I'm just going to go ahead and clear that off. This is so wicked me. Like, it's so strange how this works. And it works so well, like, I'm gonna get both sides. So hopefully this will become like a cool, it's a really nice texture though. Maybe that will become a cool collage sheet that I can use in the future. I'm just gonna go maybe with this. I think I might go in with some, I don't know if I want to do purple. I might do black. Put in some texture here. That's just like a leopard print, you guys. Oops. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? And then we'll do, I'm gonna go with some purple. Nothing says Halloween like leopard print. Cheetah? I don't know what. Some sort of animal print. It doesn't really look very animal printy on that, but it also did just pick up that paint, so this might just be like an utter fail. I don't know why I just did this. This is stupid. Just pop all the bubbles. I don't know, I feel like I need to put like another layer of something. Like a layer of some paint. Maybe just go back in with orange. I think the problem is that you are supposed to like let it dry in between. But I also don't know if my paints are that great. They're kind of thin maybe? I'm just gonna use a smaller sheet because I don't know what the heck just happened here. So. Alright, well, it kind of worked. Not really the vibe I was going for whatsoever, but I do like the way it turned out, and I would use that potentially. So, not a total fail. We'll stay away from this stencil. I've learned my lesson. We don't need any Halloween animal prints. I guess I could also just use this tool to like rub it, but I didn't really think about that, so. Alright, so I think maybe with the bubble wrap, a better technique is to just lay the paint down and then put the bubble wrap on it rather than trying to apply the paint to the bubble wrap, which is opposite of how I normally use bubble wrap. So it was just, I just kind of assumed incorrectly. So we will live to try again. I don't know what that means. I think I'm gonna go in with a purple first. That is my favorite color, so we'll just use purple. I feel like these paints are not gonna last me through this video. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of them, or a lot in them. And I also feel like they're very thin, so their coverage isn't great. So don't be like me, you guys. Like, I don't know. I feel like this should cover it, but then it just like gets like sucked into it, and maybe that's normal. Maybe I just don't even know what I'm doing, which, you know, fair. I don't. Like, maybe you aren't supposed to roll this back and forth, but I feel like that's all I can do. I don't know how to just do one and done. Kind of silly. Yeah, okay, cool. Whatever. Like, on the paper, it's really nice. I think it's pretty decent. Yeah, it just seems like it's just taking off the purple or just getting blended into it, which I don't feel like that's right, because the videos that I've seen, it's just like you can just layer, but maybe I'm just being impatient at the same time. I don't know. It's hard to say. Yeah, I don't know, you guys. Maybe, is it the mat that I'm using? Like, this is just a baking mat. Maybe it's interacting weirdly with the paint. I'm not really sure. I'm just gonna use this real quick. Do this. And again, I'm just gonna use a small sheet of paper because I don't know if I trust this. Actually, I'm gonna put on these guys. We'll see what that looks like. I don't think it's really going to matter which way the bat's facing. I don't know if I want to put a skull on here. A skull doesn't, like, really scream Halloween to me. Like, it's a skull and bones kind of thing. Yeah, like, the skull and bones is just kind of like, oh god. It's very pirate-y to me. Wow! That was good. That was brilliant. All right, before I let this go, I'm gonna put a piece of paint, just a piece. I'm gonna put some paint down, and maybe it got too dry and couldn't get lifted up. I'm not really sure what there is left to lift up. So look, I'm just gonna try it. Hopefully everybody else had this hard of a time. Their first time jelly printing. If you have any tips, I am more than happy to receive them. If nothing else, this is turning out great. I'm okay with that. My apologies for the very wobbly camera. I don't have a very secure, steady, sturdy tripod situation. Okay. One thing I could have done, I saw somebody, like, they taped down their paper and then they, like, so they can print it again, because if I took these off with any sort of precision, which I don't think I'm capable of doing, I could potentially print the faces. So I am going to try this. I'm obviously not going to be able to line it up, and the paint's kind of just getting taken off with the little sequin itself, but we're all about experimenting right now because nothing is going my way. So I'll just pretend like I can line this up again to the best of my ability. Great. Nope. It would have worked if the paint wasn't as dry as it is, I think. It would have worked. I will give it that. I feel like, though, I feel like it must be this paint that I bought, because the videos I saw, I mean, obviously, like video editing, you're not seeing the whole picture, but it just seemed like they had a lot of time before their paint dried up, and they were able to like still pull a really nice image. So I'm gonna try my actual good paint. All right, let's try this. I guess that's the problem, is just like the roller is taking up the paint that I've already applied, which I don't feel like that should be happening. Like maybe I'm just not putting enough paint on my little brayer thing. What is this called? I have no idea. We're gonna go ham. Just gonna do this. Cool. Weird. I don't know. Kind of like spacey, like a bunch of weird planets. Not what I was going for. Again, I think my problem is honestly, I just don't know how to like think about this. Like I feel like you have to work backwards, and I don't know if I'm capable of actually doing that. I'm gonna put, I'll use a little bit more bubble wrap. Okay, I have an okay feeling about this. Yep. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't mind this, like, it's not like awful, but it's nothing like I thought in my head it would turn out to look like. I just don't know. I don't know how to work this. I just like, am I putting too much paint on? Like, am I putting not enough? I don't know. I'll have to watch some more videos on this. I did not think that one through, you guys. Oh my goodness. All right, well, that's all I got. Honestly, I don't know how much I can sit here and try and figure this out for tonight. So, yeah, those are my little jelly prints. I don't mind this one. I mean, this is my last one. I feel like the texture I'm using maybe just isn't like good enough. I don't really have a lot of like things to use for texture. So there's another one that I did. This is my first one, which honestly I feel like that turned out the best as far as like image, but it's not what I was going for at all. Then there's this one. I don't really like the brown color. It's a little on the poopy side. And then this one, I love the way the bubble wrap turned out in this. I don't know why sometimes it turns out really nice and then other times it does not. And I don't mind the purple and black, but it's still just like a little bit too dark than like what I'm picturing in my mind. So yeah, very frustrating to say the least. I don't know what I'm doing, so I guess it's to be expected. I've watched videos when I never owned this thing, so I don't really retain any of the information that people were saying, and you know, that's pretty much my problem. Maybe my other problem is that I didn't take the back part off. Maybe you have to do that. Maybe that's the key. I don't know, but it was fun-ish. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys have any suggestions for me on how to operate this weird thing, you can definitely let me know. Bye.